guys, it's Chaleb, and for this week we decided we were going to do a rant video about all the things we cared about school, because who really likes school?
Reason number one is because teachers are bullshit.
Yeah, teachers are actual devils.
They really are though, okay. So, when I am sitting in class, and even if I am paying attention, they call on me when I don't have my hand raised. Like, obviously, if I had my hand raised, I would tell you the answer.
Or, okay, there's a teacher in our school that she has this little stick program, and so she likes to call on me half the time when, boo, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know anything about biology. I don't know nothing about any of these subjects that you trying to make me learn. Like, boo.
Like, this is still about teachers. Like, honestly, some of them don't even teach. Like, they will, like, like, okay, we'll be in class, and they'll be like, do these definitions, do this worksheet, and then, like, the next day they'll throw a test on us without, like, actually talking to us about anything.
Legit.
And if they do start talking about something, it goes completely off topic, and then they get mad at us when we fail, like, the test, like,
but you didn't teach us. How are we supposed to know what we doing?
Reason number two. I just want to talk about how early people have to get up for school. Okay, honestly, so I live next door to my bus driver, so this must not worry, but I live next door to him, and I have to get up to look presentable at 5 in the morning because my bus leaves at like 6:10, and I'm still never on the bus on time. You know how hard that is for me?
You have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, like, every day.
That is terrible.
And then I still don't look good because I'm so tired when I'm working.
Okay, that's a lie, but like...
Whatever.
But, so I have to wake up at freaking 6 a.m. every morning. And, you know, I gotta take a shower, I gotta do my hair, I gotta look somewhat presentable for these people. I should not have to wake up at 6 a.m. and have these bags under my eyes because we need our education. Boo, you can start it at 9 o'clock.
Exactly, well, we can get our education at a later time, yeah?
Yeah.
And, like, if we start at 9 o'clock, I have no problem getting out 2 hours later. Like,
yeah, really legit, I'll get out at 5. Like, who needs to get out at 3 so badly? Like,
exactly, like, I do not care. Just, why are you waking me up so early in the morning? Like, dang.
I do not need to wake up this early. Our third reason why we hate school.
Couples.
Relationships are gross.
Please. Oh my god. And I don't care if it's Valentine's season or whatever. If you're putting hearts up in my lunchroom when I'm trying to remember that I'm single and I'm ready to mingle, but you guys are trying to remind me that I need a boyfriend in my life, it makes it very depressing for me, okay?
Legit. People where we live are so fake, first of all. Like,
they really are.
Like, how are you supposed to get a good boo when everyone here fake? Like,
you can't even get a boo though, boo, like, because when you start dating somebody, either they take it way too seriously.
For real.
And, like, it's not just, like, a happy thing. It's like, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I swear, I wish a boy would try to control me.
Legit. Like, people are so, like, demanding and over-controlling, and I'm just like...
So either they're that way, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna go cheat on you. But you stay here and you be faithful to me, okay?
Yeah.
Like...
I'm just like, I need a faithful relationship with whoever I'm dating, whoever that may be. Girl, you need to, like, show me some respect.
Exactly. Like, don't be going out here making me look stupid while I'm sitting here being faithful for you, and you're out there, you're flirting with all these other people and talking to other people, and it makes me look dumb because everyone's like, oh, her boyfriend ain't faithful. But, like, honestly. And
another thing about the relationships in school, when there is the relationships, they super gross all the time. They all up on each other trying to, like, make out in the middle of school. Their tongues be, like,
down their throats, and I'm just like... And, like, when they're walking in the hallway and they're walking super slow holding each other's hands, and, like, I try to get around them, and they're just like,
no,
yeah, no. It's like, they don't.
Like, get out of my way, I'm trying to get to class. Okay.
They act like they're not going to see each other the next period.
Legit. Like,
they're like, oh, we only have this time together.
They're like, you're going to die the next period, so, like, I need to, like, make it last.
Like, let me make out with you.
Like, no.
And then, like, if you're one of the people that really don't do that, if, like, you're just, like, you just hug them or hold their hands, teachers will get onto you, but they won't get onto the people that are, like, extremely making out with somebody in the middle of the hall.
Or there's these kids on Cheyenne's bus. Me, her, and our friend Mary. We're going to Cheyenne's house, and there was these kids literally just eating each other on the bus because, you know, you're like 7th graders. Why do you need to be so sexual? Don't play with your little pony.
I've legit only had, like, one boyfriend that will count in my high school career. Like, seriously though, like, why are you guys rushing into these serious committed relationships when you have your whole life ahead of you? And most likely, you guys are gonna break up after you guys graduate, no matter how long you guys stay together.
For sure. Like 5% of like high school relationships last.
You're gonna go to college. They're gonna go to college. You're gonna meet so many people. They're gonna meet new people, and you guys are probably gonna find love with other people.
Our fourth reason is
the food. Like, honestly, it is one of the most disgusting things. And this year they're getting better at it, but like,
are they?
Okay. One day we had macaroni and cheese, and they got a new type of cheese, and it wouldn't melt. So it was just chunks of this really chunky cheese, and it was really disgusting.
It was like slimy too.
It didn't have any taste to it. So even if you did eat it, it didn't taste like anything. And they have all this, like, the best thing they probably have is a salad bar, honestly.
Yeah, and their salad's not even that good. It's like it has to have old and like wrinkly, and I'm just like, their food's really disgusting. And okay, so I'm a vegetarian, right? And half this food has meat in it, just like randomly, and I'm just like, okay, your salad bar is disgusting because you have like no fresh lettuce, and that's like the best you got. You don't have like any vinaigrettes, so I can barely like eat anything. And then if I want to eat something from like our actual meals, they have meat in them, and they don't make any like thing for a vegetarian. So I'm just like, what am I supposed to eat? And if I get one of your sides, it just tastes like freaking butt.
Like their green beans are like completely salty. Like you can barely eat them. Like.
And their French fries, oh my god, their French fries are so soggy. You could literally just like wiggle it around.
Reason number 5
is the homework.
Like, okay, how many hours of school are we? How many hours?
7 hours.
Okay, so I go to school and I work for you for 7 hours straight, and then you'd expect me to go home at my time when I need sleep and food and time to relax. You expect me to do more work? But if I'm in a sport and I have to go to practice after school, then you expect me after practice, after I'm extremely tired from school and practice, or if I work, you expect me to go home and do more homework. Like, how do you think that's gonna work for me? And then when I come to school the next day without my homework, you're gonna yell at me because you don't know how to teach us in class? Okay.
Like, why do you need to give us more work to do it outside of school? Like, you should give us enough time and enough work to do it in school, because half these kids aren't doing their homework. I can say I don't do my homework half the time.
I don't do my homework. Teachers give us packets just because they don't want to teach us. They're like, here's these packets, you learn on your own, there's going to be a test the next day. So if you don't do the packets because you don't have time to do them in class or out of class, you're basically screwed.
Say I have a job, which I don't, but say I have a job I need to go to. How am I going to have enough time to maybe do a sport, maintain a job, and schoolwork? Like, that's impossible.
Or if you're in any clubs or activities outside of school, or if you even really want to have a social life, it's really hard to juggle work or a sport, like your homework as well, and all your like meeting up with friends and all this other stuff. Like, I personally work on the weekends, so it's hard for me to get time with my friends. So when there's a basketball game, I like to go to spend time with them, and I can't do that if I'm buckled down with homework. Like, I can't do anything.
Legit.
Reason number 6.
The people at our school. Oh my god.
They're so fake. This is what they'll do. They'll come to you, they'll smile in your face and say, you're such a good person, I like you a lot. They'll go about like 2 feet away and they'll talk crap about you for something that you don't even do. And if you do ever do anything with anyone, everyone finds out in like a split second.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone's talking about it. Like, you can't even go out on a date with somebody without everybody else finding out.
You can't have your own personal life. Like, what I do in my own time is none of your business.
But yeah, they always make it their business.
And the people at our school, oh my god.
They're so homophobic.
Homophobic, racist, transphobic, any kind of phobics you can be.
If you have an opinion that does not agree with them, they hate you, honestly.
For sure.
And if you stick up for yourself, either they'll just keep arguing with you until you just don't even want to talk to them anymore. They're so hard to deal with because they're so backwards down here. Because, like, how they act is so immature, and how they act is so, like, 1800s. Like, honestly, you do not need to be so racist or homophobic towards anybody. And I don't care who it is or what you think they are. Like, unless they come out to you, you cannot claim that they are gay, bisexual, nothing, until they say something to you like, oh, I'm gay, I'm bisexual. Like,
A way a person acts does not define who they are.
Or who they like.
It's how they feel in the inside. And if they trust you enough to come up to you and say what they feel,
you should
then,
not judge them for
yeah.
it or tell anybody else, because it is their job to tell everyone when they're ready. I'm tired of people acting like being a certain way is wrong, when honestly you're being so judgmental that I can't even look at you. Like I can't even talk to half the people at our school because of how racist and homophobic they are. And half the time I eat into it and I argue with them, and I really shouldn't do that because I shouldn't give them the time of day.
Yeah. And if we don't fit into a certain group, like if I don't put on my muck boots and my camo shirt, everyone's gonna judge me for that. Because if I actually want to like roll up my jeans or try a different look, I'm gonna get judged for that. Or the way I talk or the way I act, that doesn't define who I am.
Exactly. And like honestly, even if no matter what I am, I don't have to tell you. If you are my friend, that's completely different. But at the same time, it is my business. I don't have to tell you anything.
Reason number 7.
Dress code. Why is it such a big deal for someone to show their shoulders? Like, honestly, this year they finally actually got it better, and they're like, well, it's a 3-finger rule, so if your shirt's 3 fingers, like, wide, I guess, then you can wear it. But still, like, they used to make it such a big deal when you showed your shoulders or your collarbone or whatever. Like, it is a shoulder.
Well, if I'm going to the beach, I got shoulders out. I got freaking my whole body out practically.
And literally, those rules are basically just for girls. Like, what is a guy gonna get from looking at a girl's shoulder? Like, honestly.
Yeah. And I know so many guys that wear cutout shoulder shirts, and do they ever get yelled at? No. But if a girl wears a crop top, oh, she gets like, oh, you got a dress code. You have to go wear these ugly clothes in the youth service center.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to wear a freaking grandma sweater around school all day.
Like, I don't understand it. Like, you have to have it mid-thigh. Okay, yeah, I understand that you don't want our asses hanging out.
Yeah.
But just because we show a little bit of skin doesn't mean that it's okay for, like, you guys to treat us like we're whores or like we need to cover up or like we're being disgusting or something.
And we're here for education. How does me showing my body affect anyone's education?
You're gonna tell me that it's distracting other students. I'm gonna tell you something. If they're getting distracted by my shoulder showing or my leg showing a little bit, then they're gonna have a really hard time in school learning, because if things like that distract them, they're gonna have a lot of distractions in life.
I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I hope you learned a little bit about us and why we hate school. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to us down below.
Our socials will be in the description below.
And comment your favorite thing about school or your least favorite thing about school. Like, we want to know what you hate about school.
Or what you like, because there's some things.
I mean, there's some decent things about school. We will see you all next week. Bye.